Let's get it, boys. That's fucking disgusting. I don't think that's gonna get approved, Derek.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield has got his man. It's Andrews.
He must have had a breakout game.
3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
The ball.
Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Yo, Bama, he's got to punt the ball here, doesn't he?
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Yeah, I guess.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Flush to his right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feeder to
went for it, bro, and he got the...
that for a chain mover. They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
You shanked it, boys. Let's go.
Wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. play action. Here's Lance. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
They gash him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do to make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes we're going to get a big play against us. That doesn't mean we change everything and abandon our game plan, but now they have to stiffen and try and keep him out of the end zone.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They run it again with Janovich. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And they'll go for it. Lance escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for
Trey
a
Lance a dog,
touchdown. Trey Lance taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
That's smart football.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up.
Love to see that. That's Trey Lance being a dog, bro.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And that's going to be
good D. Let's go. Punt that ball, bro. Punt that ball.
And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 15. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Bro. No
and
way.
Down around the 7-yard line. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield down. And this throw incomplete.
Give me that pick, bro. Give me that pick.
Time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 6.
Take the field goal. Take the field goal. Take the field goal.
Leads to a 4th and goal.
Brandon,
the last time you're going to get points.
Down, run a little clear out, and
the last time.
Receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run. So
he's got a man complete.
Get out of cover 3, bro. Get out of cover 3. We got bugged. That's cover 4? Oh my God, bro. You had that coming. I don't dial those up unless you piss me off.
Quickly for 6.
You know what they say, bro? The bombs get the moms.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so
it's
let's
called
take a little
scheme,
ginkgo
Derek.
right
It's called
now and
scheme.
Go down memory lane, right?
We scheme our boys open.
7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Yeah, this pass
Good D, Chris Westry. Let's go.
Coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing on first down is Lance. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number 1 guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But it's also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number 1 guy, and they're ready to step up.
Slide. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44.
Good user, but he illegally threw that. He illegally touched my man, so great.
On first down, Lance. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 51 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Only 1 yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Play action, now it's Lance. The quick slant caught.
That, my friend, is a good play call.
Down before he's brought down at the 3.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, number 6 overall. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
My playbooks are filled with cheese.
Extra point by
Fuck
McCann, up and good.
All this shit is
Lead us
fucking
up to
self-lab,
18
bro. All of it.
McCann's got it teed up.
You can ask the Rams user, bro.
Return, it's Cam
played like 2 whole games when I learned this playbook.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the rookie, Jeremiah.
Good play, bro. Good read.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
I run the Ravens on defense, and I run the Cleveland Browns on offense.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And a route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Sutton now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. So they're thrown away.
Over the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance, flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So this CD, obviously such a big game, and we'll continue to talk about its importance as we go on. I thought it was interesting. This head coach in his weekly media availability, he was asked who he would lean on in a game like this, and he said it was all about the veterans.
And Brandon, I like his approach because he's obviously thought about this, right? Who can get me not just through this game, but through the rest of the season? And he looks to his veterans. They've been around the team. They can guide everyone and let them know the importance of winning this one. But also, how do we attack what's left in the season and get us ready for what we hope is going to be some postseason play?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Lance. Out to the flat here for Johnson. That it's third down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Back to you. I'm going back. Wait. Patch. 2, go. To backfield. On
the draw, it's Nwangu. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll get 11, but still a little short.
Is he serious? I don't think he's serious.
The Steelers send out their punter now.
Has he really thrown the game?
As he'll punt it away for the 4th
time
today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken on the 25. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 65 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Now it's Nwangu. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. And that is going to do it for the this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 7. On the give is Nwangu. Pushing his way through, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kenny Nwangu with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. McCann now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, switch gears. Tighten up. You go tight. You got tight right there. Check my time.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3.
He's out of here, fellas. He's out of here. GG. Put me on number 1, bro. Put me on number 1 in that power rankings. After this ass whooping, I think I deserve it. GG's. He didn't play bad.